Hi, hello. It's been a minute, but it's me again. So, I haven't made a video in a week, over a week, I think, because it's winter break still and Christmas happened, and that was hard and weird and hard and sad. And so, I've been working really hard just to keep my focus on my kid and on trying to be just the best mom I can be. And I'm being really present in the moment because I'm always either thinking about the past or planning for the future. That's just how I am naturally. But given everything that's going on with my life right now, those aren't happy thoughts. And so, this time has been really teaching me how to be more present minded and just pay attention to what's happening right now and what I have right now, which has been good, I think. It's been different. Anyway, Christmas happened. We did it. We did it. We did Christmas. And now, today, actually, is New Year's Eve. I normally do a big, huge thing of planning and reflecting on the year before and planning for the year ahead. And I know, like, New Year's resolutions are overrated, I guess you could say, and they've gotten a lot of heat in past years for being like cliches and nobody ever does them and blah blah blah, whatever. And I get that. Look at my new shirt, isn't it great? I do get that, but also I think there's something really powerful about like a fresh start, and it's always just felt kind of magical to me, and I've always loved it. But again, given the fact that both reflecting on the past and planning for the future right now feels bad and upsetting for me. It's been different this year, and I've been really avoiding it. Like, I normally love this week between Christmas and New Year's and just the different mindset that it gives me as I'm looking towards a fresh start and all the things I can't wait to accomplish and things I want to do with my husband and my family most years. And this year it's just like, well, who knows, right? Who knows? But I still want to take some time and figure out what I want for myself this year. And so that's what I'm going to do. And it's still going to be good. It's still going to be, I can still capture that feeling of like new, fresh start magic. I just have to have a little bit of a different perspective and maybe adjust my expectations from it. Hi, I'm in a different place now. It's actually several hours later, and it's the new year. Happy New Year! Woohoo! So anyway, back to what I was talking about. As terrible as some of the situations I've been finding myself in my life the past couple of months have been, I do think that there are some very significant lessons I've learned from it all, and definitely some negative things as well, but some positive things that have changed in me as a result. And one of the biggest things that has changed, and honestly, something that affects like every area of my life, is the fact that I have had to kind of realize just how many, I guess you could call them limiting beliefs I've had about myself for my entire life, and how much those have controlled me, how much I've allowed that to control me. And so a lot of my goals for the new year, New Year's resolutions, revolve around how I want to and how I am now able to structure my life without that just umbrella of limiting beliefs over them, the fear that I'm not good enough and I'm not confident enough or intelligent enough or charismatic enough, that people just don't like me enough for me to do certain things. And I've really let go of so much of that in the past few months since this all started, really, because I've been really forced to handle life largely on my own. I mean, don't get me wrong, I have a support system. I have my family and friends and what have you, but just the day-to-day in and outs of life, parenting, coming home, cleaning the house, taking care of the animals, getting groceries, making food, all of these things. I mean, I was still doing a lot of that mostly on my own or managing it all on my own before, but I still had someone else there, who I could bounce things off of. And now, for the most part, I don't, or I haven't for a while. And yeah, it's much harder and I don't like it. It's not my preferred way of existing, but it has taught me that I can do these things on my own. I am a strong, capable person and I can handle things without someone. And these are things that maybe should be obvious, and maybe for a lot of people have been obvious in their lives. I was very sheltered in the fact that I never really had to do things by myself. I never really had to take care of myself. As silly as that may sound. I started dating my husband when I was 15. And so really I went from, I'm an only child, so I went from being taken care of by my parents to being with who would become my husband. And I've always had someone taking care of me. I mean, it's not like I was ever like a child in my marriage or anything, but it just, that extra assuredness of having someone there with me. And I haven't had that lately, and it was something that I thought I absolutely needed or else I would crumble. And I haven't. I'm still going. And all things considered, I'm kind of kicking ass. I'm doing pretty well. Yeah, I'm very upset a lot of the time. I'm not pleased, but I'm managing really well and I'm parenting decently, in my opinion. I'm doing all right. So anyway, just these realizations that I've been pushed into against my will have really made me much more confident in myself and what I can do. And that has extended into every area of my life. So many of my goals for this year are around things that maybe sound simple to some people, but for me, they never have been. So things like hanging out with friends more. I've only ever had a very small handful of people who I've felt like I can just be around without it being a lot for me, because I've always operated under this anxiety that I am not presenting the personality that they want from me, which is, it sounds awful in my opinion, because I always want to be so genuine, and I have a hard time faking it. And I think that maybe plays into that, because I don't feel like, even if I can get a read on what maybe someone expects from me, I can't always deliver it because it feels disingenuous. And I've always just been so scared that people don't like me that it makes me not want to socialize. And now I'm just excited about the idea of going and spending time with more people and people who have always been kind of casual acquaintances, friendships, kind of. And, seeing them would always make me kind of nervous because, like, oh, am I going to say something stupid? Am I going to be awkward? Now I'm just like genuinely excited to see people and hear about their lives and what they have going on. And like, that should always be how conversations are, I think, and how relationships are. But I've just been so deep in my own head and my own anxieties for my whole freaking life. And I think I am finally just happy enough with who I am as a person and confident enough with who I am as a person that I'm not going to second guess myself with things like that anymore. Because if someone doesn't like me, okay, that's fine. Not everybody's going to like me. I like me, and like, no hard feelings. I'll just go find someone who does like me, So another area aside from friendships that I want to focus on in the new year is professional development. I don't think I told you yet. I got a job. I got a job offer the day before Christmas, 2 days before Christmas. It wasn't Christmas Eve. I'm really, really excited about it. It's definitely something that is outside of my comfort zone. But again, I'm so much more confident just in who I am as a person and what I am able to do and what I'm able to learn how to do, that I'm just excited. I'm excited to give it a go. And it's going to be a lot more talking to people than I've done in previous jobs, or at least have done for a job in a while. Which is something that, a year ago would have terrified me. And now I'm just excited. I'm pumped about it. And there was talk even in the interview process of me having the potential to move up in the company relatively quickly. A manager position is not something that I think I ever would have had the confidence to believe I deserved before. And now I'm confident I could do it. I haven't even done the job yet, and I'm already like, yeah, I could teach somebody how to do this job. I don't know, man. My confidence with just myself, like my peace with myself and who I am, is just worlds away from what it used to be. And as much as I would give anything to change the situation I'm in right now, that's still something to be thankful for, right? So anyway, I definitely want to work on professional development, and I want to, take the extra steps, go above and beyond to really dive into this industry that is related to things I've done before, just a different spin on it. So I want to make sure I learn as much as I can about it to do the best job I can at it, to move up quickly and, have it be work that I'm proud of. And then my other goals are really about travel and finances. I really need to get my finances figured out, after over a month of being unemployed and never getting unemployment to help me out and, do what it's intended use, whatever. I really need to get my finances in check. So that's going to be a big one for me this year. I want to read way more this year. I used to read all the time. And you guys, I was reading a book the other day, and my 5-year-old walked up to me and was like, "What are you doing?" I was like, "I'm reading." And she was like, "That's not my book." Like, no, Mom reads. I read, okay? Like, she'd never seen me with a book that wasn't for a 5-year-old or younger in my hands. Whoopsies. So I want to read a lot more in the new year. I also want to, and this shouldn't really be a surprise to anyone, but I also want to really recommit to some fitness goals in the new year. I found a new strength training plan that I think I'm going to try out and see if I like it. I just, you know, I've been into strength training and weightlifting for a while now and still have not touched a barbell, with the exception of the Smith machine to do hip thrusts. So even that, it's like it's not up here, it's on my hips, and that feels less intimidating to me for some reason. Everything else is dumbbells. And it's getting to the point too where I'm like, my grip strength is giving out because I'm trying to go heavier with dumbbells when it would just make more sense to use a barbell, but I'm so intimidated by them. So I'm gonna mess with barbells this year. I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna be brave. Just walk into that gym like I know what I'm doing and do it. It'll be fine. It'll be fine, okay? So I want to do that. I think this might be the year that I finally try rock climbing, which I've always wanted to try, but I've always just said I'll try that once I have more upper body strength or once I lose some weight, because it seems hard. And yeah, of course it's hard. It's not going to be easy, and there's not a level of fitness I assume I could reach to be able to do it just easily, perfectly the first time I try. I just have to get over that fear, because I am the type of person who generally, and especially in the past, hasn't liked to try new things because I want to be excellent at something immediately. That's not how life works. So whenever I try a new thing and I'm not immediately great at it, I feel shame and embarrassment, and I don't want anyone to see me trying because I'm not doing well, so I need to just quit and leave. I hate that about myself. Like, hate that about myself. I generally really like myself. I think I'm okay, but this is an area where I'm ashamed about this part of myself, and I want to do the work to address that, because it's definitely an area where I think I can grow if I give it a shot and really push through. And rock climbing might be the thing, or a thing, that I use to push through. Because like I said, I've wanted to try it for so long. And I don't know, it seems like something you need to try with a friend. I don't know that I have any friends who really want to try that with me. But, oh, maybe I could just show up to a place on my own and find a person who will teach me what to do. We should call ahead. I don't know. We'll figure that out. I don't feel like I'm fully finished with my prepping for the new year as far as journaling and thinking through what my focus is and all that good stuff that I normally do. But I feel good about having some goals set, or not even really goals set yet, just kind of focus areas that I know I want to work on. I got a Bloom planner this year, which I'd heard about online for a couple years now. I've always used Blogilates fit planners for the past several years. My husband always got them for me for Christmas. He didn't this year, but that's okay, because I was thinking about trying a different one for a while anyway. I liked those ones. It wasn't the ideal layout for how I use the planner. So anyway, I got the Bloom planner this year, and there's a lot of sections on these first few pages that I haven't worked through yet, but I plan on doing and really like. So I'm looking forward to doing those probably tomorrow. But this planner did have me fill out on the first page kind of like a mission statement for the year and a word for the year. So if you're curious, I chose my word for the year is rise. And I just feel like I really want to focus on rising from all of the things, just all the junk in my life right now. I just want to be, I don't want to say above it all. I just want to continue to find growth through everything. And I almost did go with growth, but rise felt more powerful to me because I'm in this place where I need to remind myself that I am powerful and I'm strong. And then my mission statement for the year, which the more I think about it and like think about sharing it online, I think I just think about what other people might think about it, which doesn't matter. No offense. It doesn't matter what you think. But it's something that I started repeating to myself a few days ago, and I've been finding a lot of clarity and purpose through. And it came into my brain, and I've been playing it on repeat in my head lately, and it's helping me a lot. I wrote it in big letters on my bathroom mirror. And it is that I am a powerful and confident force of love. And so my overall mission for the year is just to try to always remember to run all of my actions and reactions through that mantra, because there are a lot of things around me right now that do make me feel very tempted to react out of fear or bitterness or envy or hurt, just deep, deep hurt. But I don't want those to be my reactions, as much as it may be justified right now. That's not who I want to be, and that's not how I want to move through my life, even when my life is kind of, let's be honest, a dumpster fire. I want to respond to things from a place of love and from a place of confidence and strength. And so, like I said, every time I'm feeling tempted or I get a text message that hurts my feelings, and then I feel like I want to respond from that hurt in a way that would definitely come across as also hurtful or any number of things, Instead, I choose to take a deep breath, repeat that to myself. I am a powerful, confident force of love, and then respond in a kind, loving way. And it's just a much more peaceful place for me to try to live too, And I don't want to return hurt with hurt. It maybe is corny and cheesy and like weird new agey to have like a mantra or a mission statement for the year. I don't know. All I know is that it's been really helpful for me, and that's what matters right now, right? And maybe it'll help someone else. I'll probably make another video just going over my Bloom Planner after I've been using it for a couple days. Just reviewing it and going over, maybe I'll have more to say about the first few sections. I also will make another video updating you on the habit tracking situation. Listen, I know my last video about the habit trackers was, I'm going to give myself grace and I'm going to start again. Yeah, for sure. And then immediately it was the week of Christmas, and the only thing I can give myself is grace for Christmas, okay? I need a lot of it. Anyway, there hasn't really been any more progress on the habit tracker is the short story. But I might just start a brand new one for the new year. We'll see. We'll talk about it later. This video is probably already way too long. But Happy New Year. Let me know if you make resolutions. Are they dumb? Do you think they're dumb? I think a lot of people just feel pressured by them, which I get, or let down when they make them and then don't achieve them, which I also get. But for me, it's just a fun way to kind of narrow your focus for what you want to work towards and be intentional about in the new year. And like I keep saying, there's a magic to a fresh start for me, at least. It feels sparkly and exciting, and maybe that's just me, but I don't think it is. because why else do resolutions exist? Also, if anyone cares, I explained the concept of New Year's resolutions to my 5-year-old today, and I asked her if she had any New Year's resolutions. She does. Hers are to try gymnastics, to buy a giant mansion with all of her money that apparently she has, to see a couple of her friends more regularly, and to try to get a boy at school to marry her. And yes, she has one in mind. And yes, I did say that she's 5. Why? Anyway, Happy New Year, everybody. It's 2023. I hope you have a great one. Thanks for hanging out with me and listening to me talk for probably too long. I'll see you in the next one. Love you. Bye.